Hi, I'm Ben Miller, and this is the demo of ChroniFI. We help people simplify their finances by understanding them in terms of time. With that in mind, right across the top of the screen, you can see this person's key metrics. So, for example, this is how long they can afford to be financially independent right now. They can afford to coast for 5.2 years. Given their income, in addition to what's already included, which is their net worth and expenses, they can see that it'll be 11.4 years until they're fully financially independent. We're very big on dynamic output. And so we want to tell people not only how they're doing in relation to their goals, but what it's all coming from. With that in mind, you can see that key metric, that time that you have in the bank, graphed over time. So it's moving up and to the right. That looks good. However, it's more important to know sequentially what's it all coming from. So right here, things got much better. Why was that? Well, you can see right here, most of it was coming from habit changes. Then you can see that they also got a small tailwind from their investment income. So we help people take a stoic approach and understand here's what I can control, here's what I cannot control, and hopefully focus on what they can control so they can maintain discipline regardless of what the markets are doing. Here are some examples of the types of tools that we provide people. It's all about contextualizing exactly what things mean in relation to their individual lifestyle. So this person gets a burrito twice a week, for example. They can see that's delaying their retirement by 97 days. So it's not thou shalt not get a burrito. It is here's the trade-off, make your own informed decision. So those small consumption decisions, this product helps out with that, but it also helps with big decisions like wages, jobs. So this person is an engineer. He thinks he makes $77 an hour. Really, once he bakes in taxes, living closer to the office, etc., he's selling his time for $51 an hour. And so now he's not only able to make better job decisions, here's what I'm actually selling my time for, but also better consumption decisions. You know, maybe that steak dinner doesn't look as good if it's taking all afternoon in order to earn it. Now, moving right along, we see also we're big on data visualization. So we help people understand, okay, here's how my financial health is trending over time, but also here are my key countdowns. Here's how long it'll be until I'm fully financially independent. And here's alternatively how much money I would need to make each year to make ends meet long term. So we help people get visuals on how they're doing and also help people get visuals on how a year in their life looks. You know, it's that picture that says 1,000 words. Here are the sources of this person's income, and here are the uses of that person's income, and here's where they stop along the way. So people are able to get that at a glance picture of here's what a year in my life looks like, financially speaking. Another example of what we provide a sandbox tool that helps people do scenario analysis. So this person can go, what would things look like? Currently, I'm retiring at 45. What would things look like if I were to take a pay cut? Oh, okay. Well, my retirement age is obviously going up to 56. But what if I was able to move to a lower cost of living place in order to do that? Oh, great. Okay, then it's back down to 52. Still on track for a reasonably early retirement. This is a way for people to analyze whatever they want, solve for whatever they want. So maybe they're wondering, given all the above, what can I afford in terms of housing? Oh, okay. I can see that I can afford $2,700 in monthly housing expenses. If I were to get a raise, then I'd suddenly be able to afford $3,500 and so on. Now, as a result of our recent integration with our open banking partner, we're able to provide best-in-class software that helps people out with their budgeting. So they can see by category, here's how it's all breaking down. And not only that, but they can also jump into individual transactions and see visually in a way that's compelling, here's where this person is spending their money with the logos of the merchant, et cetera. So it's able to, at a glance, get a feel for where the money's going and recategorize both backward and forward propagated in a very easy to use way. Last thing that I'll show, because it's something that we do significantly different from other firms, one-off expenses. So the typical way that people handle going on a trip in October is, oh, well, that was a weird month. That's not going to happen again for the next little while. So we'll exclude it from consideration. That's not the way life works. So this gives people a tool where they can plug in those one-off expenses. This person's got some flights, some furniture, things like that don't happen all that often. And then you can amortize them, spread them out over their relevant periods into the future. And so you can really extract the signal from the noise. One, you're able to get an actual beat on here's what my annual expenses actually look like, which turns out is the most important variable in planning for the future financially. And then also you're able to keep your graphs from going all sawtoothed and wonky whenever you go to the dentist and expenses are unusually high for the month. So Getting that bead on full expense level in a holistic sense is very, very important. And what's even more important is then piping it back through so that you can see how that expense level feeds into the metrics that actually matter and hit people intuitively. Thanks for watching.